Welcome back. We just had two picks come in, just recent ones. It's been a very unpredictable draft so far. With pick number 17, the Chargers took, actually with 16, the Washington Commanders took Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State, which I thought that was a good move. The Chargers took, with number 17, Zion Johnson, guard out of Boston College. And right now, right now, the Titans are on the clock. They traded with Philadelphia. Well, Philadelphia traded with the Titans, so we're waiting for that pick to come in. This has been a very unpredictable draft by far tonight with this first round. And we're going to get to more of this right now. Here is the Scout Sports 101 NFL Draft Trivia question for segment number 3. Since the first combined AFL-NFL draft in 1967, what offensive NFL player was the lowest overall pick to make the Hall of Fame? I will have the answer later on the podcast. And right now we're in commercial, so we are waiting for the draft to come back in the air. Titans pick is in. We will get it momentarily. But what to watch for Carolina? Picked with the number 6 pick, I am Ikonoyu. Offensive lineman out of NC State. And that's one of the picks to watch for because it could determine and affect what the Browns are going to do with Baker Mayfield. If the Panthers do not pick at number 6, which they did, Mayfield could get dealt during or after the draft. And keep both Carolina and also Seattle in mind. I feel Carolina is in need of a quarterback by far. And if they do choose a QB, they need to give him a year to learn and develop so that he will become a good, solid starter in the NFL. So keep that in mind. And but they did pick at number 6 and took Ikem Ekwonu, offensive lineman, NC State. We're still waiting for the Titans pick to come in. Pick number 18. Panthers GM Scott Fitter said Tuesday he has informed Sam Darnold there is a pretty good chance the team could add a QB during the draft weekend. It's certainly possible the Panthers find themselves stuck at number 6 overall with the top 3 offensive tackles off the board, and Malik Willis and Kirby Pickett are staring them in the face. The Panthers would love to trade down, but so would just about everyone in the top 12 to 15 of this year's draft, which there has been some trade-ups and trade-downs in that. Failing to find a partner, Carolina can scoop up the best available left tackle and let the draft conclude and market settle and then trade for Garoppolo. Now, as the draft is underway, the smoke coming out of Charlotte is the Panthers aren't interested in trading for Baker Mayfield, but we find out now that they are interested in trading for Mayfield, possibly. I don't get the impression anyone in Charlotte is pressed to bring Mayfield in right now, but right now they are. Or they could end up trading for Garoppolo. You never know. So, the Eagles and Titans have traded up for picks. And now they have the 18th overall pick in 2022. So, we're waiting for the Titans pick to come in. It'll be in just a moment. And so we're waiting for that. But the Titans were 10-4 this past. Actually, I think it was an 18-game season. They were 11-4 this past season. And with the bye week, actually, no, they were 12-4. They were 12-4, excuse me, with the bye week. And they fell just short of the playoffs, but I know that they actually were in the playoffs but got eliminated, but they want to get back to the playoffs. So we will have to wait and see. But we're waiting for the Titans pick to come in. And Tennessee is really looking to improve and have a better record. And they've been a team that has made some moves this offseason. So, and the Browns are hoping that they re-sign Jadeveon Clowney. Andrew Berry, the Browns GM, is not afraid to be aggressive. So keep that in mind as they have their pick tomorrow in round 2. And my sports co-worker from Magnolia Clubhouse, who I do sports with weekly, and who you hear as a frequent calling guest on the Big Show hosted by Tony Rizzo on Sports Radio AM 850 WKNR will be calling me on my smartphone periodically and checking in with me. So I've already got one phone call from him before I started, but I will hopefully get one before this night is out. And we're about to find out what the 18th pick is by the Titans is right now. Treylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas, they have taken. And I think the Titans were targeting him, and I think that they were looking to get him. And so I think this was a good move by the Tennessee Titans. We're now at pick number 19. The New Orleans Saints are back on the clock, and we'll see who they take. Now, the Saints want to get themselves back to the playoffs and to being a contender again. And as you know, I mentioned earlier that they've re-signed quarterback Jameis Winston. And they're doing a comparison to the Deebo Samuel. He's put up a lot of big numbers with San Francisco. But I think the 49ers might have lined him up, but he wants to be traded, I know. So, but they're looking for the future to see what the future holds for Deebo Samuel and a future draft pick as well, the 49ers. So now they're doing one for A.J. Brown and looking to see what his future holds for him. But, and the fact is, continue watching as things go forward right now. Just continue to know that. But there speculation of we don't know what his future is going to hold for him there in Tennessee. But we're waiting for the Saints pick to come in. And so, but this will be a trivia. This will be a pick that, we'll see what New Orleans takes. They've already taken Chris Olave, wide receiver from Ohio State. We're going to see what they take, hopefully, in just a few moments. So, but we still have no quarterback has been selected in this first round, and we're hoping that one will get selected in this first round. So keep watching, and hopefully we're going to find out if one does, because no quarterback has gone off the board in this first round so far. So we're waiting, and right now I want to reveal the answer to the segment 3 trivia question. Since the first combined AFL-NFL draft in 1967, what offensive player was the lowest overall pick to make the Hall of Fame? And if you said Shannon Sharpe, you are correct. Shannon Sharpe was picked 192 in 1990. And I'll have a trivia question again in my Day 2 podcast tomorrow, because I want to continue on with the picks. So this pick is in by the Saints. We're waiting for it to come up on the screen. So stay tuned for that for a trivia question tomorrow. I want to tell you, this has been and there's a lot of philosophy, and there's different kinds of it that makes the NFL really what it is. And
If you're Philadelphia, are you basically saying, hey, you come over because we traded for you, we have to pay you now? Oh, there's no doubt. You're not going to get them on a one-year.
and Philadelphia is looking to take a wide receiver, I think. So we're gonna have to wait and see what they do with their next pick.
Somebody's going to go ahead.
But right now the Saints pick is in. We're waiting for the the pick to come up on the screen in just a moment.
There have been 4 veteran receivers traded for first-round picks this year. That's twice as many as any
And as you know, the Seattle Seahawks
because it includes Tyreek
traded Russell Wilson to Denver, and then Denver traded Drew Lock to Seattle.
position, and we would assume perhaps not Hollywood Brown.
And that's one of the teams, another team that Baker Mayfield
What's interesting about the Tyreek Hill situation is that everybody
could possibly be dealt to.
general manager just said, nope, I'm not going
And
wrong. They tried to pay him. They wanted to pay him. They just hit him.
so we're still waiting for the pick to come in.
Can't do it.
The picks are coming so quickly, I'm afraid not to keep my eyes in that direction. But with the New Orleans Saints now on the clock for pick number 19, before we bring Roger Goodell up, it is time
And
for a special
we're waiting for Roger Goodell to come up and announce the pick.
Saints pick at number 19 in this year's draft. From all the American airmen serving in the United Kingdom,
And
supported by the Royal Air Force Lakenheath USO.
but this is really one of those drafts that has really
For the New Orleans Saints,
been unpredictable, and anything has happened. And I think so far, and I think we all expected that. So I really think that it's going to be even more unpredictable in rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow, and then rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Saturday. Because these teams are looking to take certain players to really build up their offense and defense.
Serving our great nation domestically and around the world.
And let's see who the Saints have chosen. The pick's about to come in on the screen right now.
The New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle.
And they have selected Trevor Penning, offensive tackle, Northern Iowa.
6'7", played on the edge out of Clear Lake, Iowa. Impressed everyone at the Senior Bowl and was one of the FCS players invited to the
And
Here he is now a first-round pick in the NFL draft.
he is out of Northern Iowa,
Entertaining player to watch, but he just beats you up at
which I think the Saints were targeting him and they were looking to get him. So I think this was a good move for the Saints.
He got a lot of penalties. He gets really grabby, gets flagged for holding penalties.
And now the Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock with pick number 20 in the first round of this year's draft. And as you know, Big Ben Roethlisberger retired, and the Steelers signed former Bears quarterback Mitch Trubisky. And so that was an interesting sign. I was really surprised when I found out the Steelers had signed him. And I do feel that it was probably it was up and down good move. I don't know if it was or not. But Trevor Penning can really, he put up some big numbers with Northern Iowa last year, and I think,
Way beyond the whistle, guys.
and he played way beyond on the wiffle ball, and he really put up a lot of serious big numbers. I think he's going to do just that with the New Orleans Saints this upcoming season. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock,
The Steelers have sat at 20.
and so they are sitting at 20 right now. And we're going to find out after the commercials. And so, and I'm going to go to take a break myself and upload this last segment. So stay tuned. There's more NFL Draft coverage here on Scott Sports 101 NFL Draft Edition coming up. Stay with us.